Callum went somewhere. I don't know. This way.
Treachery hides in thoughts.
Not this way.
Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Okay. What's fun is all these buildings have like no insides. And I really thought they didn't even have doors.
Come back. Wait, Callum.
This way, Mommy.
I think he's over here. Oh, he can't be over here. Or over there. Just look. I would have noticed that if I went over there. You can just see the bridge is busted. So yes, we're going to bumper cars next. Bumper cars is on the route. I really do think we're just going one by one. Each one shows a different part. It's just interesting of what are they trying to build or get out of harvesting negativity or positivity. That is a bit strange. Bumper cars. A classic amusement park ride. You don't see.
Crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Classic 80s music. Oh no. Licensing is always the issue here. There's no ride operator. What? Did I come out the exit? Or do I want to go through this way? I don't know. I just know that this is available. Oh. What? I'm confused. What? What? Oh, she underwent shock therapy. Okay. I'm gonna stay over here. Oh, there's a bumper car we can get into. I've said it time and time again that when you're working with a game, one of the things you should do from a player perspective is use light. This is using light properly. There's lights on this one that are completely on while everything else is dark. Okay. Working on the crane. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. See a doctor. Workers' comp. So Dexter was injured, or Dexter probably was injured, I guess. But Francis was killed, so they had to pay out. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone at the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. So double checking straps and drug screenings. The local laborers are very superstitious, and this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work until we have someone from the local church walk the park and exorcise those spirits. That makes sense. Oh. It's showing that I have to go that way. As I said, light and emotion and action.
Mommy is coming, Callum.
Okay. I don't mind the Callum button now. It helps direct the player. But oh, okay. Next is the Ferris wheel. This is weird. Like, very weird.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
Well, you did leave your kid in the car, regardless of whether you agree or not disagree. Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders, the problem is that they are locals, and so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, this is why I chose the site over all other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors in Brooklyn and got someone at the academy to see if they had any old or any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out that Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the place, or the piece of the plans that I am missing. Oh. It's really... some of the clicking is temperamental. Or I pressed the wrong bind. So... from here we go left roller coaster. I personally want to see if they connected the thing properly.
Stay where you are.
Because if you're building a map like this, I just want to see whether or not they did. Okay. For a second I was like, wait. When you're playing a game like this that is pretty much one giant map, if they didn't connect this and the actual roller coaster or the Ferris wheel area, it's like, I understand there's pop-in, and I understand there's some negativity. And it's telling a telling a decent story, but if you don't connect the two areas and you kind of just let them block it off and say, we'll do that later, I have less respect. But now that it's all connected, I'm a little bit more like, well, that's cool. So it is an actual theme park. The Ferris wheel. I do like, though, that some of these are just broken, so you can just pass by because it's abandoned. I'm going to have to slow it down to get on, but... report.
So they are going to close this place down. Doesn't surprise me.
State Bureau of Fair Rides Inspection, Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Result: unsafe, close the park. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is this inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Mr. Winter and the senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political considerations be set aside in condemning the park. The rides, at first glance, appear to be well constructed and maintained. But the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years and during construction lead me to believe that there's something wrong at the base level of construction. We should close the park and fully investigate these flaws. To wit, here's a partial list of the fatalities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Oh, Jesus. A family of 3 killed when a roller coaster cart derailed. 14 separate instances of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron. 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel. A child seriously injured on the escalator. Over a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horror since its construction. 1 report of drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. The sheer volume of incidents means that to me, or that it is my strongest recommendation. Okay, this is not proper, but the sheer volume of incidents to me shows that that I should put my strongest recommendation that the park be closed immediately. Signed, David Wolseth. Alright, click. I wonder what happens if you just keep increasing the speed. I keep decreasing it because eventually it'll stop. And it's a click button. It's like clicking and not anything else. Oh, can't write it. It's still going. Okay, there we go. Da 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 da. I once saw. There's a. I was gonna sing "Shaving Cream," but I don't remember. I remember the beat. I don't remember the lyrics to the first part of the song.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Dawn and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Dawn was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
That didn't sound good. Something feels wrong. Is he gonna be in the office right here? Hi, buddy. Oh no. Yeah, someone's controlling the rides. And when you go to check him out, they're gone. But that makes sense now. If you think about it, that the whole family had ties to this place. Anybody wondering why I'm going this way? Because I want to. Like, look at that. I want to see it from another angle again, because it's such a beautiful hunkin' piece of machinery. Like, look at that. I don't know. See, like, you look at that and you're like, dang. But next ride is the roller coaster. It's Lorraine's life. I understand that as the story, but dang. Something just feels wrong. Beyond the park being, like, completely wrecked. 1, 2, 3. 3 rides to go.
Callum, why did you go?
I'm hearing a noise that I don't think... What is it? Is it down here? Wait, smoke. Why is there smoke? Oh. Oh. Okay, that was awfully close. Dang. I don't know how to respond to that. That was... And then... It messes with your controls, and I understand why.
A lot of people idolize
But-
their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
I think she has multi-personality disorder, or BPD. Bipolar depression. That... Because, I don't know. Something just feels weird. Weird. Okay. Roller coaster time.
I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
Probably because she was pregnant and then Callum. This... Okay, I don't know if I like this. This feels a little dangerous. Hi.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
I was about to say, is he getting off? There. What? What? Those are hospital hallways. Yep. Okay. Oh, wait, that was a really goofy hitting of Callum. I wonder who that guy is. Is it a demonic version of Nathaniel Winters? Because she spoke to him directly. It works. The calculations and adjustments worked. The transfer and storage mechanisms seem to be flawless. What a wonderful day. If only these people knew what they were fueling. And so what if a few people leave the park at the end of the day feeling dour? So what if the children are more scared than excited on the roller coaster? This could be the doorway to immortality, and such doorways open only to those who have the will to find a key. Or the key. So first Henderson, and then our good friend Winters, collecting unhappiness, or fear, or happiness, or whatever, to reach an immortal status.
The witch awaits.
There are 2 more rides that I know of.
Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can save him. And there will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
That's weird. But okay, I guess we head on. The Sideshow Alley. Guess it's time to face a witch. Though, I have to collect my thoughts before going on to this. So, she seems to be... I think she has some issues. Probably had issues before Callum. Kind of may have amplified them after Callum. But, I really want to know who that guy is. If that actually is Winters, who's the witch. I am so confused, and I don't know if it's going to answer any of those questions. You never know. That's horror, baby. Sometimes horror just doesn't like to tell.